Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be snow and action here on Circuit Breakers, left side and bottom. It's going to be our red Protoss. It is Snow, probably the best Protoss player in the world right now. And at the top right, it is Action, our blue Zerg player who loves macro and is excellent at it. So this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who follow me and support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, it gives you the right to see this 1 month before anybody else on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this the week of May the 20th, I do appreciate your support. I enjoy it every single month. And if you're watching this on the YouTube channel in the month of June 2023 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War content. How can you say no to that, huh? How could you possibly say no to that? 6 times a week with incredible stuff here. This is another RJB replay too. So I mean, we're looking at RJB sending me replays like crazy. Check him out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. He's a cool dude. Gateway opening indicates some kind of pressure on the way here from Snow against the Zerg player, who is going hatch first, based on what we're looking at right about here. There he goes. There goes the drone. Doop, doop, doop. Second Overlord is up. Terry the Overlord, what up, dude? Overlord for Terry merch available. Oh, hold on. What? What is happening? What? Why? So Action's decided his second base is for chumps and losers, and he's going to put his over here where there's no gas. It's a minerals only. I don't. This is just mind games. This is just trying to throw Snow off his game, being like, what? What's going on? So you don't have a pool. You don't have a second base that I can see. So he assumes that maybe there's a proxy over here, or like a proxy down here in the Fog of War. That would be pretty scary. I wonder if the Zealot's going to check for that, or if he's going to go... Oh, hang on. Probe's going to find it? Yeah. Okay, so the probe finds this and says, what? He says, what is what? Oh. He's getting a forge back home. He's like, you know what this base is really easy for me to do is cannon rush. Oh, man. It's a fake. It's got to be a fake, though, right? He's going to try to force Action to pull some drones off up here, and then the drones will be here, and then the Zealots will show up, and then the drones are like, no, that's a cannon. Oh, okay. So Action might just be dead. Like, I don't want to call him dead, but he let it... Why would you let it finish? Yeah, I love these drones that are like, we can do this, and there's a Zealot here. It's like, no, we cannot, actually. Never mind. Yeah, more drones coming in, but like this Zealot and 2 probes are like, okay, fine, you win, say the drones as they flee for their lives. I don't think you even need the second cannon, honestly, unless this one can't hit the hatchery from over here. And it can't. Yeah, honestly, cancel the second cannon. That's what I would do. Get your money back. I don't think you need... I'd really... There we go. He doesn't need it. This hatch is dead. So Action's in what I like to refer to as a world of hurt. Sure, he's sending some lings across the map. It's very cute. But they really shouldn't be able to do much with 2 Zealots sitting back here, plus 2 cannons coming in. Like, unless these lings can jump on these cannons immediately and destroy them now, which they can't because they're fleeing. Okay. So, Like, I don't want to call it GG here at 4 minutes, but this is looking pretty bad for Action. It's 19 to 12 workers in favor of the Protoss. There's finally a second base coming in from Action at 4 minutes, which is not great. He's already lost a hatchery, which is really bad too. I mean, the good news is that Snow second base is only getting started now as well, so maybe it's not as bad as I'm trying to make it out here. But it seems pretty bad. All right. This has definitely been an unorthodox opening to this game. Like, the Action expanding here, getting it cannon rushed and losing it. And, okay, getting a new third base down here to the south in this location. Right here at the 3 o'clock. Against Terran, it sucks because tank positioning and everything, but against Protoss, I guess it's not as big of a deal. And Hydroden. Hydroden going to be the play of the game here from Action. 21 to 16 workers. Yeah, it's fairly stabilizing here from Action. And surprisingly, I think he's all right. Look, Snow devoted a lot to getting all these zealots out, getting those cannons up in that pylon, and sending 2 probes across the map to do that too. So it delayed the Nexus a bunch. So I guess that's the lesson here, right? If you're a Zerg player and like a cannon rush happens and you lose your base, but there's zealots that are there, there's like 2 cannons that are created and more zealots, then you can pretty much feel like the Protoss has hurt their economy and delayed their second base quite a bit. So getting your second base when you can, getting your third base when you can is just fine. I think Action's actually doing okay. He's at 21 to 25 workers now, which is a lot better than it was about 2 minutes ago. And I'm not sure if this is a Hydra bust or if this is just Hydras in response to the inevitable Corsairs. Because look at that, Stargate opening. But either way, I think it'd be alright. You know how I feel about Mutas and ZVP. I just prefer Hydras every time. I know Storm is really good against them, but Corsairs are better against Mutas than, I think, than Storm is against Hydras? Is that a fair thing to say? Maybe it's not. What's this probe doing? Probe, you crazy. Citadel of a Dune on the way here from Snow. So it could be DT Corsair. Could it be just Speedlots on the follow-up here? We know all the options for this stuff. We know it. Let's see what's going on in the world today. Oh, I went to my son's choir concert today at his school. He did a really good job. He's kind of like a chamber choir group. There's only like 12 kids in there, and he's one of them. He's a pretty good singer. I mean, his mom is a professional opera musical theater performer, so he's got some of that in there, and then I'm not a bad singer either, so it makes sense. But anyway, so it was kind of fun. He didn't tell us about this, but during rehearsals for one of the songs, as there's a Corsair hunting around, and Hydra's going to take down this gateway and this Cyber Core. So, pretty standard little Hydra pressure here. Man, Storm is way too far away to stop that from happening, but the cannon count plus the Zealots in the mix should be enough to keep this from being just a total loss. But yeah, during one of the songs that they were practicing and rehearsing, he was just kind of drumming on his desk, drumming on his legs, kind of in rhythm to just give the song kind of a beat. And he was doing it so much that the instructor was like, how about we get you some little bongo drums and you can do that as part of the song because I think it sounds great. So yeah, he's out there, little bongo drums, just drumming a beat, going along with the song, improvising as it goes. I was very proud of him. Very nice musical talent there. He's a good kid. Anyway, I just thought that was fun. I thought I would share it with y'all as this is just kind of, you know, Corsairs hunting, not really finding much. Little Hydra pressure gets some, I mean, sure. Killing the Cyber Core sucks. It does slow down the capabilities of the Protoss to get upgrades, for sure. And does this feel like we want upgrades today? There are 2 Corsairs out. There are not any more in production. I think there might be 3. No, it's just 2 total on the map. So not worrying about Corsairs here today is Snow. Instead, Templar Archives coming in, throwing up additional gateways, working on Zealot legs, working on speed. Lurker aspect coming in. So everything is just nice and easy for both of these players. The Overlords are being protected by this Hydra group. The Corsairs are getting perfect scouts off because you can't really stop them unless you've got Scourge or unless they just decide to fight your Hydras for some reason, which they really should not do. Traditionally, not really something they should do. Overlord speeds coming in. Hydras are like, how many cannons are back there? Oh, like a lot. Okay. 5, huh? Da-dum! Storm's on the way, the savior of Protoss. It is here. It is ready to go. Spire coming in. So, I don't know. If you came into this stage of the game, you would not think anything really weird happened at this point, right? It's 3 bases for the Zerg. He's got a 4th base coming up here. The Protoss has got DTs and Speedlots out. He's getting Storm. He's got Corsairs flying around. You just think this is normal stuff. But this is a weird opening. I don't know about this, guys. Yeah, don't go through this choke. You guys are melee. That's bad. Any Sunkens at this third base? No. Ugh. But also another choke here you kind of got to worry about. I guess the Zealot's going all the way home. Weird. Yeah, I mean, this is Action not investing anything into Sunkens at all, which I find questionable. I'm going to find that a questionable decision. If Zealots take down one of these bases and there's no Sunkens at it, I reserve the right to be upset. You just got to do it sometimes, man. When the Zealot count is high and they've got upgrades. But I guess, okay, well, he's going to go for it. But, oh, Lurker just burrowed. Yeah, that's the game changer. Were there enough Hydras here to keep these out without the Lurker? I don't know. It's not a ton. It's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 Hydras. Versus, you know, a full 9 Zealots. A 1-to-1 ratio is not great there for the Zealot, or for the Hydras, rather. It's great for the Zealots. Because they, you know, they cost 100 minerals. Being cost efficient is kind of what they do at this stage of the game. Robotics facility on the way from the Protoss playoff. Okay, Overlords have decided it's safe to spread out and see what they can see out here. The Corsair threat is not as big as it can be in PvZ, so they're going to take their chances with the 2 Corsairs, okay, the 3 Corsairs that exist at this stage of the game, and just call it good. I mean, some of them will die, but that's a sacrifice that Action is willing to make. Okay, 1 down, no supply block on Action. Third base trying to warp in here, but I was going to say, holding it's going to be hard, except that Storm is done, so never mind. Also, the Zealots are buying time for more energy to come off on the High Templar so they can have a lot of Storm. That's 2 Storms, 2 Storms, 2 Storms. Okay. So yeah, that's 6 Storms available. That seems enough to deal with this little group that Action is sharking around with out here on the map. Another macro hatch. You know, I told you, Action is a macro player. He loves his macro hatches. That's what he's going to do it with us here today. So, Dragoons in to deal with the Lurkers that are a big part of the composition right now from our dude Action. The macro hatch situation is kind of insane. He's got 2 down here. He's got 1 here. Got 2 here. And none in the main. I feel like there should be a macro hatch in the main just for consistency's sake. But that's okay. Not even worried about it. He's got enough, I think. Ooh, and then snow expanding down south here as well. So, all right. Getting to the stage of the game where you definitely want observers, and you might start thinking about getting Reavers here at about 13 minutes. Reavers are just amazing, dealing with Lurkers especially, dealing with Hydras, dealing with Lings. They're just the ultimate anti-ground unit when dealing with Zerg especially. Queen's Nest on the way from Action. He's taking a 12 o'clocker. So this started off with another player really getting a second base for about 5 minutes and has turned into a game where both players are just expanding like madmen. Oh, this base is in trouble. There are 2 burrowed lurkers and 1 unburrowed lurker here. Can they kill? Yeah, you know what? Nah, you might be able to get that. But also the army is responding, so snow backing out there makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Action's just greedy right now. 51 drones at 13 minutes, considering the opening that he had is kind of bonkers. Hive's on the way from the Zerg on the Protoss side of things, just working on Kadarin Amulet. Upgrades for his ground units. Everything's just kosher. He's able to expand down here to the south. Feel good about that. This group of Zealots is getting surrounded. Yeah, these aren't Adrenalings yet, so I don't know if they want to engage that much, but if you can get them trapped where the Lurker spines are, maybe you can take them down. Or just get a full surround on them. That works too, I suppose. Man, Action 175 to 133 supply. A lot of that is Hydras, a lot of that is Lings. But that is a big-time army. The macro hatches, the expanding a lot is really paying off right now. Corsair checks the hive timing, sees, all right, that thing's just about done. We need to worry about Adrenalings coming in about a minute or 2. So Zealot effectiveness is going to kind of fall off a cliff here a bit. We're still going to make some of them. And Defiler Mound, the key to ZVP victories in every game that goes past, 10 or 15 minutes. No, stop turning. Turning is when you slow down and the Scourge catch you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A straightaway. And the Scourge got the Corsair. Liquipedia says the move speed for both of those units is the exact same. But that seems to indicate in some situations it's not. That's interesting. I've seen fleeing Corsairs get caught by Scourge because they turn. And they have to slow down to turn. But that was a Corsair on a straightaway, and that Scourge took it down. Maybe it decelerated just a tiny bit for some reason. I don't know. I don't rightly know, but I'm confused by it. Consume's coming in. Adrenal is done. Ooh, you know how much I love Overlord Transport. Ventral Sacs coming in. That's a big Protoss army, though. Yeah, first storm of the day. 3-2 upgrades on these gateway units. They are looking good. It's 0-1 upgrades for the Lings and 2-1 upgrades for the Hydras. And Lurkers, but yeah, just lead the way with Storm. What does the Zerg have? It doesn't matter. Lead the way with Storm. And if you're a Zerg player, lead the way with everything. Big mass coming down this way. Snow pulls back to intercept it and to flank it and to throw down a million billion more storms. Yeah, man. Adrenalings are like, I feel pretty good about ourselves. Snipe down an Archon? Nope. Man, took a ton of damage off him, though. Shields take that full damage from everything. Every damage type does full damage to shields, so it is the weakness of Archons. They're big, they're beefy, they're strong, they go blah, blah, but they're not perfect. Alright, so Snow handled that, I would say, admirably. Like, insanely admirably, but oh no! Lurker flank attack, run! Oh, Zealots decided to try to engage with that. I don't know, dude. This is how you Zerg. You just get a full 360 surround, eat all of the storms anyone has ever thrown down. That's a 17 kill High Templar there. Morphing into an Archon. A lot of Zerg has died, but guess what? Action is swarming. And here he comes. He's got some more for us. Zealots in the front, boys. Dragoons in the back. You know the drill. Where is the Plague? Where is the Dark Swarm? Plague's not researched yet. I'm not sure how useful Dark Swarm would be at this stage of the game. I love this drone. Look at this guy. He was like, I'm a Zergling too. Incredible engage here. Is there enough to hold from Snow? Are the storms infinite? It sure seems like they are at times, doesn't it? Man, a lot of Zerg has died. So Snow's at 170 to 127 supply now. Oof. Remember when Action was up in overall supply and it was amazing, and then the storms came out and everything died? I remember that. I remember that well. Action expanding again would not be a bad idea. He's pretty gas-starved. Another gas geyser would be awesome. It's my professional recommendation as a, as you know, a YouTube caster. All right, so Snow weathered the storm, and he's ready to move out and kick some butt. So, where's he going to go? 12 o'clock? Maybe. Going to try to engage over here on the right side. Maybe. Great Plague. All over a huge group of Zealots there. That hurts. That hurts immensely. Snow's like, ow, 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 he says. All right, let's try to go to the 12 o'clock. Maybe there is no Plague there. And there's not, but the Defilers aren't slow. The guy wiggling his way over here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. I keep thinking this is like army, but it's just overlords that are being allowed to park themselves down here in Snow's side of the map for some reason that I don't understand. Yeah, Defiler plagues, catches 3 Zealots. Were they already plagued? No. One of them was. And as usual, Archons don't care about your plague. That should be the name of a book that I'll write one day. Archons don't care about your plague. So like hotcakes. 5th base coming up left side from Snow. Action hasn't expanded for a minute, and this is a bit concerning for Zerg players everywhere. He did a great job getting up to the 5 bases he's at now, but where's your 6th base at, my guy? What's up? Another plague. Another. Oh my gosh, that's a great plague. And the Defiler escapes with his life for that. Observer snipe, couple Hydras in the mix there. So, I mean, not that these Zealots are entirely dead weight, but woof. They are not as tanky as they were 20 seconds ago. High Templar. Ooh, those High Templar had storms available. Okay, he used his one available storm. That's nice. Cracklings. I don't know what they were trying to do, but they scouted the base, so that's good. Getting information is always nice. Snow's up 188 to 166 supply. Robotic support bay is coming in. So whichever one of you always talks about Reavers every time a Protoss loses a PvZ, one of these days I'll remember what your name is. That'll be nice. But for now, I blame my 3 brain cells for forgetting that kind of thing. Dark Swarm right here. Yep. Good Dark Swarm placement. The storm needs to be here. It needs to be plentiful, which it is. 1, 2, and 3 is also available if you want to toss down yet another storm, but the lurkers are still here. Snow's trying to come in the backside to deal with this. Any plagues? Man, lurkers inside Dark Swarm. Not bad. How many lurkers are down here? Just the one? Just the one. He just casually got 3 kills trying to kill a Nexus all by his lonesome. Ah, the Dark Swarm wore off, and the Defiler is going to die. Big attack. 5th base, though. No Dark Swarm needed. Not enough cannons. No High Templar. No Reavers. Therefore, this left side base is toast here at the 9 o'clock from Snow. This is what Action can do off of 5 base and all the macro hatches he's got. He can just flood you. Sometimes multiple places at once. Sometimes you're a sad panda because that happens, and that's what Snow is right now. The robotics facility down. I don't know why there was a robo at this base anyway. I guess for building Reavers on site to defend that base. A little bit late on that party, though. Link just running into the Storm Grinder. Just grinding them up into little Zergling beef patties, man. I guess they're not beef because they're Zerg. Oh, this base should be dead. And it is. I don't know what Snow's trying to do here. That was very ambitious, sir. Naked expanding. Honestly. Nice Plague. Defiler does not pay for his crimes. Wow. Man, if you could get assists in StarCraft, that Defiler just got like 6 assists. That was awesome. Yeah, so Action knocking Snow down to 4 bases was very good. Very good. The fact that Action is not getting a 6th base, I'm still concerned about. My gosh, the storms are good and never ending. They're gonna kill all of the Zerg. Plague! The plagues are not never ending. Plagues, like, once in a while you get a plague. But Storm is just forever. And guess what Action says? I don't care about your Storm. I'm gonna kill everything you have anyway. How do you feel about that? Dude, this was like 5 or 6 High Templar that just died here. Oh, these Lings have 2. Dude, snipe the High Templar. Get 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 the High Templar. Not worrying about the High Templar. Okay. There you go. Hydra's targeted him in particular. Yeah, this is looking bad. This is bad for Snow all of a sudden. But he's producing 5 Zealots. The Reavers might come. If he loses this base, though, he might just be toast. Dude, nice snipe on those obs. Beautiful target firing there. Reaver gets a Defiler. But yeah. I think that's it for Snow. Dang, Action. You scary. If Snow makes a comeback from here, it's going to be one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen in a game of StarCraft. That's how good it will be. Good micro and snipe of that Reaver. The Infinite Storms are still here. This base might get saved thanks to the power of Infinite Storm. Oh, that Archon's not going to get a chance to come up, is it? No. These Zealots could stop that. Oops, storming the Archon as it arrives on site. Okay, so Snow saves the base. Also, all right, he's got a nice little Zealot Archon army coming up to the 12 o'clock, but Action's coming down into the 3rd base too. Your cannons are not enough to stop the might of the Zergling forces. This is crazy right now. Zealot Archon's in a good position to not get surrounded, but still enough Lings to shut that down. 3rd base survives. 4th base survives. 116 to 115 supply. It's 56 drones to 35 probes, though. And this base being alive doesn't mean it's happy. Yeah, I'm still putting my money on Action here. Protoss fans are throwing shoes at their monitors right now, saying this is unfair. But you know, I think the big problem for Snow was allowing Action just to get up to that 5 base pretty much unopposed. I know he cannon rushed Action's weird attempt at taking a second base here, but other than that, there wasn't any Zealot pressure. There weren't enough Corsairs to really pressure either. There were no DT attacks. Like, how many drones have died in this game? 3? I know a couple of them have died on the front lines, so maybe it's more than that. I love the one lurker harass. That's actually pretty popular in StarCraft 2 these days. Those of you who do watch StarCraft 2 or care about it at all, is the just one lurker harass, especially against Terran. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it's next. Okay. So third Nexus, gonna die because there's just not enough Storm in the world to stop that many links. There is enough Storm in the world, but there wasn't enough Storm in this particular situation. Yeah, he's mined out the 3 o'clock position. The Natural's mined out. The main is mined out. Snow is even on supply, down in worker count, which means his army is bigger, which is nice. But the longer the game goes on, and the better the economic advantages here for Action, as he's finally taking a 6th base at 26 minutes. He's had 5 bases for 15, 16 minutes now. Dude, this is hilarious. Oh, get saved too? That's so sick. That's so sick. Well, Robotics Bay would not be a bad tech snipe for you Lings. I mean, as long as you're going to stand here, maybe take it down. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Ah, that Nexus canceled. Robotic Support Bay alive, but for how long? Longer than now. That is a lot of Zealots on the march here. 322 upgrades on the lots. So many lurkers coming down, though. The Lings are at 2-3. Another Plague catches a group of Zealots there. It's 3-3 lurkers, man. And, okay, Snow got this 5th base up. Hold on. That's big. That's really big for the Protoss right now. He needs to defend it, though. Little Zealot group up here at the 6th base. Another Plague comes in. Just watching that HP drop precipitously there. Snow is trying to hold. This little Zealot group on the left side gets obliterated. Yeah. 150 to 116 supply. This base is dead. This base is trying to come back. This base still has Lurker at it. Oh, Storm finally took that cheeky Lurker out. It's been dancing for years. Yeah, this is not happening from Snow. So nicely done, Action. He macroed his way to victory here. GG! Snow taps out, and Action is your winner in 28 minutes and 12 seconds. An absolutely fantastic game. Super, super, super well done there by our dude Action. And yeah, I think we talked about this already. Getting Action up to 5 bases with multiple macro hatches. So many macro hatches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 macro hatches today on 5 bases. Goodness. Yeah, letting him do that and not really slowing down at all, not really hurt his economy whatsoever, and then just the Swarm comes, and you can defend against the Swarm to a certain extent with your Reavers, with your High Templar, with your Zealots and your Dragoons and your Archons, and the resources lost here, the units lost tab here is going to be insanely in favor of Snow. So many Zerg died here today, but Action said, I'm on 5 bases, I have macro hatches, that is my win condition. I mean, also getting Plague and Dark Swarm out, that was huge too, but yeah. 233,000 points from our guy Action, 218 from Snow. And my gosh, outproducing the Protoss player by a 3-to-1 ratio, more than a 3-to-1 ratio, and getting outkilled by a... Do math here, Falcon, you got this. 4-to-1 ratio. Wait, no. 2 times 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. The maths, whatever. I don't do math. Yeah, 2092 in the buildings raised there in favor of action and outspending the Protoss player by a full 12,000 resources in 28 minutes. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That was great. That was really, really good stuff. So, fantastic display there by Action. He gets the win and gets the Patreon victory as well. So, GG, Action, and good luck next time, Snow. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.